and welcome to Hollywood Extra with me, Rob Richards, where I'm in Southern California to feature a car that has been voted by many magazines and online polls as being one of the best driving cars in the world. I am of course talking about the legend that is the Porsche 911, a car with such history and is still on the road today, and since the mid-1960s has been available in over 50 different models. Almost immediately after it went on sale in September 1964, based upon the rear-engine Volkswagen Beetle that it was designed after, the Porsche 911 established itself as an icon of 60s cool. Then in the 70s, it became an icon of performance, moving into the 80s as an icon of sophistication and affluence. In the 90s, it became an icon of athleticism and power. And today, the Porsche 911 is purely an icon of everything that's right with Germany, fine automobile engineering, and pure, unadulterated power. In the 1999 international poll for the award of Car of the Century, the Porsche 911 came fifth behind the Ford Model T, the Mini, the Citroën DS and the Volkswagen Beetle, and has been the only one to continuously remain in production since. While other cars have been around as long as the 911, none have so unwaveringly sustained such a singular personality or has had as much racing success as the Porsche 911. The 911 is the third oldest sports car nameplate behind the Chevrolet Corvette and the Nissan Skyline. Of course, the true beauty of this car lies in its handling and road driving capabilities. So let's take this Bavarian beast out on the road where it belongs. Not since the days of the legendary Porsche 930 back in the late 80s has Porsche offered us a turbo cabriolet. Until now, that is. Back then, Porsche's first turbo had a 3.3 litre Boxer engine, producing 330 brake horsepower with a 0 to 60 time of 5.2 seconds and a top speed of 161 miles an hour. So after 34 years in production, the famous air-cooled 911 was replaced by an all-new water-cooled model known as the Type 996. This car was a major leap for Porsche, with a newly designed body shell, permanent all-wheel drive and twin turbos, which gave the car 420 brake horsepower with a 0 to 60 time of just 4.3 seconds and a top speed of just under 190 miles an hour. Visibility is superb, no matter which window I need to look out of. The driver's seat is beyond comfortable, yet as supportive as any other in the industry. Plus, the pedal setup is near perfect, ideal for heel-toe actuation. After all, it should be set up optimally for enthusiast drivers, being that Porsche's 911 has probably won more motorsport events than any other car currently in production. A light but stable aluminum frame helps keep the structure stable and resistant to ballooning even at very high speeds, while a tight body structure, sophisticated all-wheel drive, race-tuned suspension setup and lightweight alloy rims on meaty performance tyres have a great deal to do with this car's road manners. Everything about this car just screams power and performance. The big xenon headlights out the front, the deep dishes in the grille. Take the brakes for example. Porsche coats the calipers in red paint to highlight their top tier capabilities. A real sight next to the massive cross-drilled rotors framed in the 18-inch silver wheels. Turn here. Few cars display such raw power so openly. It's almost exhibitionist. But then you've got to be a bit of an exhibitionist to drive something that attracts this much attention. Sure, here in Los Angeles, the sight of a 911 is nothing unusual, but everyone pays the respect when a 911 turbo drives past. When I was just a little boy, my jaw would drop every time I saw a Porsche 911 drive past. In fact, I had a big poster above my bed in my room, along with posters of Oasis, Power Rangers, Baywatch, and of course Pamela Anderson. A lot has changed now, but you know what? I still have that poster of the 911 somewhere. That's how much it meant to me. I have to admit, I've been fortunate enough to have been behind the wheel of quite a few different fast cars and supercars over the past years. I mean, I've driven many of the Subarus and Mitsubishis, all the high-powered Japanese imports, as well as a few Ferraris, a Lamborghini, and a few other Porsches as well. I have to admit, I really can't find that much fault with this car. I guess the only argument I could find is I'm not too keen on some of the plastics in the cockpit here for a car that ranges from $118,000 to nearly $200,000 once all the options are added up. So, what do I think of this Porsche Turbo? What's not to like about it? It is a dream car. It's my dream car. In fact, it's one of the best sports performance cars to have ever lost its roof. Once underway, it's pure, unadulterated adrenaline. A natural high, as addictive as morphine and twice as effective. You hear that, Dr. Porsche? I've just got to have another hit soon, or I'm not going to make it. That's it, I've just got to get my hit. I've been Rob Richards, you've been watching LA Muscle TV. This has been Hollywood Extra. Stay tuned for more.